When you consider some of the machines which we have in our collection, including supercharged Jaguars, high-performance Porsches, luxurious Bentleys or Rolls-Royce models, Range Rovers, etc., it really is a testament to just how good the Jaguar XF is, that it is not only our most in-demand car, but that it continues to be our most in-demand car and offers such a tremendous amount of vehicle for the money, wherein your neighbours would think you'd spent a whole lot more than you actually had on a vehicle which, all things considered, probably should cost a lot more than they do these days. These are fantastic machines, and this 2013 XF Luxury, which of course means the facelifted front end, but still that modern classic shape, is still available with low deposit finance, as we always like to offer. So if you do want to spread out the cost, the option is of course there. But even if you don't, the price tag is under £6,500. And that is for, as mentioned, a luxury trim, and we'll get more to that in a second, but also with the 3-litre V6 diesel engine. And for those who are completely new to the XF, that is the most in-demand engine you can get in one of these. The 2.2 litre is fantastic as well. Of course, the 5 litre supercharged is a beast in its own right, but the 3 litre is almost a middle ground between the two. You have the fantastic efficiency, shockingly good road tax for a 3 litre luxury car, but you do have more power, more torque, and of course torque in the form of pulling power as well, and even better performance. In other words, the effortless acceleration which you would want from a Jaguar, but all wrapped up into one package. Consider this as a prime example. This car has barely kissed over 90,000 miles. It's actually 91 to be exact, finished as you can see in indigo blue with that dove grey leather interior, and in addition to that full service history, it's actually just been serviced by ourselves, still has its original 2 keys intact, and an MOT until May of 2026 with no advisories at all. Being the luxury model, it is upgraded in a number of ways. It has the Meridian sound system, adaptive and self-leveling lights, of course being the facelift, that includes xenon lights and LED day runners as well. One of the key differences, of course, on that front end compared to the pre-facelift versions, it has reverse parking camera as well as sensors as well, touchscreen display with built-in navigation, auxiliary inputs, Bluetooth, of course cruise control, and the motorway really is where these cars come into their own, much like its larger sibling, the XJ of course, dual zone climate control with the cold climate pack as well. Of course, if you do plan to use it as a family car, the seats are equipped with Isofix mounting points. And to go back to that engine, on the one hand you have 240 horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque, neither of which are lacking either in terms of performance or pulling power, but at the same time you can average up to 47 miles to the gallon, as high as 57 on the motorway, and the real cherry on the cake, in addition to that fantastic price, is its road tax. Even as a luxury car, which was a whole lot more expensive than this when new, even as a 3 litre, even as a diesel these days, it is still only £265 a year to tax, in comparison to the higher echelons of luxury cars and 4x4s, diesel and petrol in some cases, being nearly £800 a year. Ultimately then, whether you were already on the market for an XF, or perhaps if you watch this to consider why people love them so much, we'd like to think it's fairly obvious why at this point. So of course, if you would like to reach out regarding this vehicle, we would as always urge you to do so sooner than later, because they really do not stick around for very long in our collection, and of course you can do so via the email address shown right here on screen, or alternately give us a call on 01749 871 155 or via our mobile number of 07482 267 439.